Hello, my name is Justine and welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing the spring matching sets I've recently made. Plus, I'm also sharing my adventures in the Scottish Highlands. So I've been obsessed with making matching sets lately. Last May, I made a couple. The first matching set is one I've made using this Lady Macelroy fabric. You might recognize this fabric as one I bought from the Stitch Festival in London last March. This was a discounted fabric, so I thought this is the perfect fabric to use for a pattern that I'm not sure will actually suit me. I'm referring to this McCall's 7937 pattern. It is such a cute spring outfit, but I'm not sure if the capri pants will actually suit me. So I thought I'll make a wearable toile using this Lady Macelroy cotton fabric. The pattern comes with 3 top options. All 3 options are cute. However, making a fitted bodice top is a little intimidating. And I think this will require a little bit more time and patience to get the fitting right. I just wanted something fairly easy to make. When I'm feeling extra patient, I'll definitely make option C. Out of the 3 options, I think that's the one that will suit me best. So what I've decided to make was a combination of these 3 different styles I've seen on the high street. I think these blouses are flattering and perfect for spring. So here's my version. So for this make, it was a little bit of making it up as I make it. I mean, I didn't use a commercial pattern for this. I just knew that I wanted the bodice to be shirred and I want the peplum to match the trousers peplum, but I wasn't sure what to do with the sleeves. As much as I like big puffy statement sleeves, I think sometimes they make me look wider and shorter. So I went for these shorter sleeves with sheared hem. To make this top, I measured around my chest and doubled the measurement. I did not have enough fabric to make the bodice all in one piece. Remember, I made the trousers first, so I'm just using whatever material I have left. So the front bodice is made up of 2 rectangles, which I have sewn in the middle, and the back panel is in one piece. The easiest fabric to shear would have been something like a gingham or a striped fabric, so you already have lines you can follow. Because I wanted this to be a relatively easy make, I did not draw any guidelines on the back of the fabric. Instead, I used the sewing machine presser foot as a guide to keep my lines straight. I alternated between a single and double width of the presser foot. I did the same type of shearing on the sleeves. For the back bodice, I thought it will be cute to make a corset style lacing. I thought shearing the front bodice is enough to give the blouse a shape, but just in case it isn't, I can just use the laces on the back to tighten the blouse where it needs to be tightened. That's what I like about this make. There wasn't a lot of measuring involved. Also, the actual shearing was quite relaxing. If you haven't tried shearing, I do recommend it. Just bear in mind that shearing will usually reduce the width of the fabric by about a half. Therefore, you will need to make the panel of the fabric twice the width to compensate. Also remember, shearing works best on light to medium weight fabrics like this cotton lawn. Lastly, to match the blouse to the trousers, I made sure that the peplum length is the same as the peplum on the trousers. And here they are together. When I took this video, it was a lovely sunny day, but it was so windy. But I have to take pictures outside because I noticed that I match our flamingo. It's something I painted maybe 7 years ago now. Now the next set I made is a cozy loungewear set. I wanted to make something that would be suitable for this transitional weather. This bright blue jersey was perfect for what I had in mind. I just wanted something simple and comfortable. For the trousers, I used an old pair of jersey trousers as a pattern. For the top, I had to be more creative. I bought this fabric from Amsterdam, so I can't really buy more of it. I just had to make something out of whatever was left over after cutting the trousers. The trousers were fairly easy to sew. I used zigzag stitches on my machine to sew this together. The waistband is elasticated and it has two pockets. For the pockets, I did something that is not usually done. Normally, you shouldn't be using woven with jersey fabric, but that's exactly what I've done with the pockets. I thought using the same material as a lining for the pocket will make the pocket a bit too bulky. I didn't have any other suitable jersey material, so I used a cotton poplin material I have scraps of. I quite like the print of this material. It's a dead stock fabric I bought from a local shop. I thought this idea worked out well. You don't really see the outline of the pocket on the front, and when I use the pockets, they don't stretch as much because the woven material actually stabilizes them. I'll use the same technique again if ever I'll be making another pair of jersey trousers. Now for the matching top, these are my high street inspirations. I don't have enough material left to make something loose-fitting and with long sleeves. Luckily, I managed to eke out big collars from whatever fabric was left. Those big collars are the ones I really wanted to take away from the inspiration pictures. The plastic zippers I used were from a pack of 6 I bought a long time ago. It's a happy accident that the zipper tape actually matches the fabric perfectly, while the pink zipper teeth creates a visual contrast that makes this monochromatic outfit interesting. I have to say that I was really pleased with the outfit. I wore this on my 7.5 hours journey to the Highlands. This fabric is the right kind of thickness for transitional weather. I love the color too. And do you know what else I love? I love the Scottish Highlands. The Highlands is a long way away from home, but my God, it's so worth the long travel. My friends organized this trip because they wanted to climb Ben Nevis. I had FOMO, or fear of missing out, so I thought, well, I'll join them. I did question my sanity and of course my level of fitness. I did have several months to prepare for the big climb, so I thought I can do it. And I'm proud to say I did it. I managed to climb Ben Nevis and come back down without any injuries. Actually, everyone reached the summit. We all started at 9 o'clock and we finished at different times with the group average of 12 hours climb time. We all started at the same time and climbed at our own pace. It took me close to 10 hours to finish the climb. That's roughly 6 hours to ascend and 4 hours to go down. This is one of those things that was never in my bucket list. I'm glad I took the challenge when the opportunity presented itself. I know I won't be doing it again, but I am so proud to say that I conquered Ben Nevis. The day after our climb, when our legs were feeling wobbly, we went to this Harry Potter film location. This is the Harry Potter Bridge, and we are waiting for the Hogwarts Express. And here it is, the mighty Jacobite steam train. It was a good day to see the train and enjoy this view. A if you follow this channel, you would have seen this matching set before. I think it has to be one of my favorite makes of this year. I love the cherry print, and most of all, I love that they're so comfortable. They are my secret pajamas. Speaking of pajamas, this last set is a pajama set. Earlier this year, I bought this remnant fabric for £2 in London. I thought I'll make a pajama set that is similar to this new look pattern. I'm only using this pattern as an inspiration, particularly for the top, because it is designed for woven fabrics, whereas my fabric is a jersey material. So for this project, again, I just use zigzag stitches rather than a Maraflex or stretch thread. I also first made the pajama bottoms by tracing an old pair of pajamas. This fabric is from the remnant section, and the stitches I'm showing you on screen were already on the fabric. I think the fabric is like a factory seconds. So I tried to use the parts of the fabric that doesn't have the stitches for the front of the pajamas. I cannot cut around the parts of the fabric that has the stitches because I only have roughly 1.5 meters of this fabric. I am not too bothered about the stitches because you can't really see them. Plus, this is a pajama set, so the important thing is the fabric is soft. Oh yeah, and yeah, I did say this was only £2. For a bit of contrast, I added this magenta trim and then just made a top out of rectangles from whatever fabric was left. I could have used more of the magenta fabric to create a more ruffled bodice, but I'm thinking it might make the top look too heavy. Also, I wanted this to be a relatively easy make. I love how it turned out. It's not perfect, but I think it's really sweet. I love wearing this around the house with a cardigan when it's a bit chilly. I have taken this with me on my travels to use as a pajama set. Can't complain about this set. I mean, I only spent a couple of hours and a couple of quid, and I have a really comfortable and cute loungewear set. I just realized that making these video diaries helps me keep track of the fabrics I've bought. For example, this floral jersey fabric is from this video where I talked about where to buy fabrics in central London. While the bright blue jersey fabric is from this video in which I was talking about where to buy fabrics in Amsterdam. And lastly, the magenta printed fabric is from the Stitch Festival video. Now that I'm using the fabric I buy rather than hoarding it, I feel like I've given myself an excuse to buy more. Well, let's see. Maybe I'll wait until the next stitching festival, which is in November, to shop for more fabrics. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I do have enough fabrics to use for my upcoming projects. Like this gingham fabric I'm using to make another matching set. So that's it for today's episode. Apart from the sewing, I hope you also enjoyed the view of the Scottish Highlands. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please take care, and in the meantime, happy sewing! Bye!